Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD, travelsthenix, and today we're going to be talking about Rio de Janeiro nightlife options. Before we start the video, go ahead and like the video. If you're new to the channel and you're interested in travel and fitness content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. But getting into the video, where we're at right here is in Copacabana, and this is a district in Rio de Janeiro. It's close to the beach. It's also close to a couple other districts, Ipanema and Leblon. Copacabana is a cool spot to stay in because it's pretty centrally located. It's right next to the beach. There's a few different nightlife options there. If you can see in this video, there's just a lot of people out at night. This was, I believe, on a Friday or a Saturday, and there was a bunch of street performers out performing. But getting into the nightlife portion, in terms of clubs and bars, we went to a club that night, Numerius Inn. I'm not exactly sure what that translates into. It was pretty much like a top 40 club. The entrance fee to get into this club was about $20 US. It was 80 Brazilian reals. It was a pretty decent spot. I would say there was definitely a younger crowd in there, and I would definitely say that there was a crowd of a lot of tourists. We actually got invited to that club by some Israeli girls that we had met on the beach. And they were fairly young. I think they were only about 22 or 23 years old. But the club was pretty cool. The music was okay. I would probably say it was kind of top 40-ish. It was all you can drink, which is okay. But in my opinion, if you're in Brazil, $20 is a little bit too much to get into one club, because you want to have different options and you might want to explore different possibilities throughout the night, so you don't want to just spend $20, which in Brazil is a lot of money. The next spot that I'm showing you guys in the video is a club slash lounge slash bar called Bar Zen. It's also called DNA Social Club. This spot is pretty dope. I would say out of the clubs slash lounges that we went to in Rio, I'll probably say this is the best one. I know they have different theme parties every day of the week. In this video, the party's theme was Latin night, and by Latin night, that means that they were playing all different types of Latin music from all over South America, Central America, Latin America, and most of the people that were actually even in the club that night were all from some Latin American country other than Brazil. So there was a lot of people from Argentina in there. There was a lot of people from Chile in there. There were some people from Spain. You get the point. They were from all over the place. And there was even a big group of Israeli people in there as well. The only downfall about this club is that you can run up a tab really quick and you're not really paying attention to how much money that you actually spend, because the system that they use in this club is that you don't pay anything when you first get into the club. You get a card, and every time that you buy a drink, they mark that on the card, so you can just keep on buying drinks. And if you're getting loose and you had a little bit too much to drink, you might start buying people drinks and you don't even realize how much money you spent. Next thing you know, you got a $40-50 tab, and that could probably happen pretty quick. I've noticed that they use this system at a few different spots in Brazil. So if you do go to a bar or a club or a lounge that uses this system where they give you a card, you really have to monitor how much you drink. So the last area that I'm going to talk about in this video, in my opinion, is the best area to go out, and it definitely has the most options slash you don't even need to go into a bar or a club, and that is the Lapa District. In the Lapa District, they have tons of different types of bars and clubs, tons of different types of music. They have samba music, they have funk music, they even have hip-hop places. They have a few different bars where it's not really like a music place, it's just places where they kind of have music going in the background. They have live music. Lapa District has a lot of different options. So if you go to Lapa on a Friday or Saturday, it's going to be super packed. The streets are going to be flooded. The bars are going to be packed. It's just a good place if you want to go and mingle with people. And what I notice about the Lapa area is that most of the people who go out in Lapa are actually Brazilian. So if you want to mingle with Brazilian people, you want to mingle with locals, I definitely would recommend going out there. Lapa is in the Central District, so it's kind of like downtownish area. During the daytime, you can go check out those famous steps at Lapa, and there's a lot of art in that area as well. And you could just hang out, have dinner there, and then you can just hit the bar straight from there. And like I said in a previous video about the Lapa District, you don't even really need to go into a bar because there's so many different options. People are out in the streets. You can meet women in the streets, you can meet women in the bars, doesn't matter. And in my opinion, Lapa District is probably the cheapest area to go out in. Those drink vendors that are out in the streets, they make very strong drinks and they're extremely cheap. So you can get a caipirinha, which is probably the most famous Brazilian alcoholic beverage, which is kind of like a lime sugar drink with this alcohol called cachaça in it. And you can get those between, I would say, like $1.25 and $2.50. And if you drink 2 or 3 of those, you don't need any more drinks for the rest of the night. But anyways, y'all, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content and got some good information on where you might want to go for nightlife while you're in Rio de Janeiro. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section if you've been to Rio de Janeiro and you have any other recommendations on places to go. But anyways, y'all, I got more Brazil content coming very soon. Stay tuned and check out the next videos. Peace.